This beautiful room, it's quite magnificent. It's served many speakers and the Parliament over the years. It's seen some stories that people probably wouldn't expect. There was a very tragic death of a speaker in the 1930s, and unfortunately Speaker Pollock took his own life in quite difficult circumstances. And at the time it was quite scandalous. There were lots of stories, there was an inquest, but at the heart of it there was actually a person, and beyond the headlines there's always a human being. I'd known about this story, and I guess what brought it home for me was one of those late night sittings. I'm sitting in my office, and for whatever reason the history books up on the shelf, I pulled one down that had the inquest notes into the passing of Speaker Pollock. And that's a bit creepy actually when you start reading that and you're sitting in the office where these traumatic events have occurred. Look, it was quite gruesome, and the details were all there in the inquest. So they actually found quite a lot of damage to the building because he did shoot himself. In those days it wasn't unusual for people to carry guns, and in those days it wasn't unusual, unfortunately, for people to take their lives with their own firearms. Doug Jennings passed away in a sauna here at the Parliament, and you realise that people actually live a lot of their lives here. So they eat here in the Queensland Parliament. They also sleep here if they're members from outside of Brisbane. So their working life has a lot of time here on this precinct. He was a Gold Coast member who was unwell, and quite a upsetting time for the members who are here at this time. Well, we know that there'll be people who'll swear they've seen things. I haven't personally, and it's an amazing old building. It does creak. There's gusts of the winds that will blow at times that people will put down to more spooky apparitions. I hear stories at times, and I always say I'd be more worried about the living than the dead.